Hunting is in my family's blood, and for my father Greg and I, it's our whole way of life. This is our playground and these are our adventures.
Oh yeah, baby.
Paddle hard, go right.
Oh, look at that chamois. Is that the big buck? Which one is it?
You just poleaxed him.
Great shot, roll him over. Oh, what's that? Woohoo, 14-inch bull.
This is NZ Hunter Adventures. This week, Dad and I are heading into the large forested area of the eastern North Island to continue our addiction for hunting the crafty New Zealand Rusa deer. New Zealand's Rusa deer arrived from New Caledonia, with consecutive liberations occurring in the Bay of Plenty area in 1907 and 1908. They managed to successfully adapt to the much harsher New Zealand climate and now occupy an area from Taneatua in the north to Minganui in the south. A mature Rusa stag will typically grow 6 points, with antlers of up to 30 inches in length, and is undeniably one of the most difficult trophies to obtain in New Zealand. Teaming up with hunting buddy Julian Danby, we're picking up the action on the second day of our 2014 Rusa hunting expedition.
Dad and I did our very first trip after Rusa only about 5 or 6 years ago. And after that very first trip, we became addicted and we've been coming back every year since. I think the reasons the Rusa have really got under our skin is, one is the country they live in. It's tiger country. It's some of the roughest bush country in the North Island. This Utawera front country is really impressive. Gnarly, big slips, steep country. And secondly, it's the Rusa deer themselves. There's so little known about them. And they're arguably one of the toughest trophies to take in the North Island. I think of the numerous trips we've been doing over the last 5 or 6 years, we've probably seen a couple of hundred Rusa deer, and not one of those deer has been a really good stag. We've seen a few, but nothing quite there. And so that just really goes to show, how hard it is to get a Rusa trophy. Maybe we're bad hunters, maybe we've had bad luck, I don't know, but we've put in a lot of time, and we're still yet to get that good Rusa trophy. So, they're under our skin, and Dad and I keep coming back, looking for that trophy.
So we've left Willie on another lookout just back around there with the radio, so he's in contact with us, and we've come through to this other lookout here, which gives us a better look at the head of the valley. So we'll get the gun set up and get ready and see what comes out. The thing about Rusa, and probably even more so in this spot, where we've only got quite small pockets we're looking into, they don't hang around for long, so you need to have the gun all set up, ready to go.
The sun was playing its part as a magnet, drawing out many a Rusa hind, but it wasn't until mid-morning that something of particular interest was located.
Just seen a stag on his face over here. Well, I'm pretty sure it's a stag. It's through the bushes, but I think I saw antlers. Yep, definitely a stag. Willie, race up here now. I've spotted a stag. It's only 280 yards away. Can't see its antlers enough to see how good it is yet, but it's sunning itself. I'll get the gun set up on it. There's a Rusa stag behind that tree. Behind that tree, but we can't film it. Double check all my come-ups. Oh, geez, 300 yards. I could throw a rock at him. I love it. It's got to be something serious to make my heart race on an animal now, and my heart's racing. And the fact there's a bit of build-up, the fact we're having to wait for him to actually come out into the shot, that's making it even better. He hasn't moved because his tail's still in the same place. I'm shaking like a leaf. And the thing is, we don't know how good he is. We've seen trays, but he might walk out from behind the tree and we'll decide he's only a 3-year-old, not a shooter. Come on, mate.
So it's just to the left of the trunk. He's only got to come about 2 metres either side, and we're going to be able to get a good visual, make the decision, quick decision to shoot or not. This is as good as it gets, this.
Are you back on our ridge yet?
Yeah.
Roger, you must be close then.
He's getting, oh, he's up. I'm recording.
Oh, I see his antlers now. Oh, he's pretty small, Julian. Run, Willie, he's moving, run. Oh, God. Nah, too small, too small. Oh, so close.
There he goes, sit back down.
I can shoot him there. All right, let's look for a bigger one. Whew. Yeah, he's just too young, a little bit too small. He's not even. He's got nice trays on both sides, and the inner top on his good side's probably 8 inches long, which is good enough, but the inner top on his other side's probably only about 4 inches long. Looks more like a seeker top. So,
I've just bashed my way here, falling over, getting lost. Finally found the boys, and they're lined up on this Rusa stag, and I'm not even going to shoot it. So I've come all this way for nothing.
He's got no brows.
no brows at all.
Little brows about that long.
So is he young? What height are his coronets?
Nah, it's a bit of room. There's a bit of room to go.
Oh, okay, he's a young one then. They were so close. So close. Well, no big stag for today, but it was good to see that boy. And we've left him to grow another day. We're heading out now, and tomorrow's another day. You never know. Try another valley, see how we get on.
2014 wasn't the year to be, so 12 months later saw us heading back to Rusa country with a slightly larger team to continue our quest.
The crew this time is Willie, Julian and myself, and the 3 dogs. Triple trouble.
It's now 5:30 p.m, so the plan is head in, set up camp and be ready to roll for the morning.
We've got a great weather window for probably 2 days, fine and frosty, which is what we're after. So we're going to get ourselves in the hot spot and just spend the time on the lookouts and see what we can find in the way of stags. We'll camp on this little grassy knob, so let's drop our packs, headlights out, get the tent up. We're all still trying to get over this lurgy that the cameraman gave us on our midwinter tar trip, eh, Willie?
No comment.
The Rusa will probably hear us coughing and spluttering in the distance and give us a wide berth. There's a really heavy dew starting to come now, which is the forerunner of old Jack Frost, who's going to settle very heavily tonight. So I think it's time we got in the tent, boys, and got in the sleeping bags. We'll do our cooking in there, I think.
It's day 2 and it's a ripper frosty morning, just what we're after. The plan for today is I'm being banished up the hill to lookout number 1 with the 2 pups, and the boys are heading further up the river to another lookout.
All right, we'll go up and see what we see, and we'll see what you see, and we'll be walkie-talkie.
Yep, radio contact, selfie stick out.
Whoa. For those of you who haven't seen this before, this is onga or native bush nettle. It's a really, really nasty nettle. Those long white spines you can see there carry a really strong toxin, serious nerve toxin. It's very painful, and the area can go numb for up to 2 or 3 weeks afterwards. It's worse in spring and summer. In the middle of winter like this, it's not quite so bad, but when you see that, back off. It'll go right through long johns. It takes a reasonably tough set of trousers to stop those spikes going through. Made it to this little lookout now, which looks into these clearings here, and we can also look right back down in this direction and look around the corner from where Willie is. He's probably got the better spot, but there's no point both of us being in the same place when we're in radio contact. We'll see who sees what. Get into it.
The dogs and I have now made it to our lookout, about half an hour up a steep ridge, and the sun's out on the face, so those deer should want to start popping out as it's a cold, frosty morning. First time selfie photographer, so you have to cut me some slack. Anyway, time to start glassing. I'll let you know how I go. Oh, there's one. Left of the slip. And there we go, there's a hind. 2 minutes of glassing, I've picked up a Rusa hind on this opposite face, just to the right of a classic slip. Sunning itself there. These Rusa, once you see their coats up close, they're very thin like coats, so they really feel the cold. And what we've found, I mean, we're not super experienced Rusa hunters, but what we've found is target the cold, frosty mornings, get into a place where you can see a few slips and some open country, and wham, when the sun hits those faces, we've always found Rusa will be popping out. They just can't get enough of that sun. Time to put the spotter on it and see if there's anything else with it. Hopefully a stag with it in the bushes. How do you think the other boys are going, dogs? You think they've seen anything yet? We're up in position now. We're on our lookout and the sun's just hitting those faces over there, so any Rusa in this watershed hopefully will pop out on those slips and catch a bit of sun and a bit of warmth, because it's still pretty damn cold. We'll have a bit of a glass and then we'll get the old Billy on, because she's breakfast time as well. Stomach's rumbling, time for a brew. There's another hind nearly. Young stag. There's a few deer starting to pop out. Hind and yearlings, a young stag, but no sign of a mature stag. That's what we're looking for this trip. It's freezing. Quite often with Rusa hunting, you spend your time on the dark side looking across to the sunny side, because that's where the Rusa are. So you're on the dark side, and man, it gets cold. I've got to put some layers on. I brought with me not one, 2 down jackets, 2 beanies, 2 sets of gloves. One, because I've got the flu, well, the tail end of the flu, and 2, it does get very cold waiting out these Rusa. From goes jacket number 1, jacket number 2. Watching a hind and yearling sunning themselves on the face over here. It's just a classic, crisp, midwinter morning. Good frost overnight. Sun's now beaming in on the faces, and the poor old thin-skinned, thin-furred Rusa are out making the most of it. But no stags as yet. So we're maximising our chances by the fact that we're split up. Willie's round the corner there watching a nice face, and we're in this area here watching this face, plus we can see the back corner of his face as well. So it's all about getting into the right area in the right conditions, which is cold and frosty, and then just putting the time in, watching those hinds, and hopefully sooner or later a stag's going to come along. Alright, so selfie update number 1. The dogs and I have spotted about 5 or 6 deer so far. A couple of hinds, yearlings, and a young stag. The boys are in radio contact, which is good in case I see something or they see something and we can shift, vice versa. And a few deer popping out now. The sun's hit the face, looking good. Hands are cold, gloves will be going back on to do some more glassing. We're far from Rusa experts, but if you're keen to have a crack at Rusa in this Urewera front country, there's a few words of wisdom we can probably pass on. One is the country's steep, so it's too steep to stalk for your average hunter, so you've got to fine faces to then shoot onto. So jump onto Google Earth, find some slips, clearings, open country that's north facing, attracts the sun, and then get in here on foot and find somewhere to shoot across within your own range capabilities to those slips and faces. Number 2 is plan it around the weather. So rooster deer really feel the cold. To maximise your chances of seeing them, pick the fine, frosty, clear days after some crappy weather, and that sun will act as a magnet and they'll come out to warm up in that sun. Probably the last thing is, if you're after a stag, hunt the rut. June, July, August is the rut. From what we've found, it's quite spread out. And then it's all about just putting those 3 factors together. So find your slips and clearings, come when it's fine and frosty, and those rooster deer just can't help but come out when the sun hits those faces, and come during June, July, August when the rut happens, because if you see hinds on one cycle, there's going to be a rooster stag nearby.
It's not very often you get to sit in the sun when you're glassing for Rusa, so I'm making the most of it.
Yeah, so the other thing about this time of year is it's still sort of middle to late Rusa rut, so we're still hoping we're going to see some stags turn up to check out these hinds we're watching.
Copy Dad, I have a stag, over.
Speak of the devil. Copy Willie, come back.
I've spotted a stag, looks pretty good. I've just lost sight of him. He's rutting, so he's following a hind round, just a little patch of green, over.
Roger that. Okay, we better start packing our gear then, because it's going to take us, if he's any good, it's going to take us a good 40 minutes for us to get back to you, over.
Roger that. Yeah, I haven't had a great look at him, but you know, he looks pretty good on the hoof, over.
Alright, well, we'll start getting our gear packed, and give us a call back once you've had a better look.
Roger that. So I was just glassing the face, and I found a little pocket there, and I could see the orange of a hind, and next thing you know, hind walks off and I saw antlers coming through, so I filmed a little bit of him through the spotter. It looks pretty good. Yeah, hopefully it appears. I mean, he was rutting, so that hind's on heat. I don't think she's going anywhere. Can't see him at the moment, but with a bit of luck, I'm pretty sure we should see him again. There's a lot of open bits and clearings and scattered stuff on that face, so he'd be doing well to hide from us all day long.
One last check of our faces before we put the binos away. We wouldn't want to go sprinting off and leaving a stag on our own bloody spot. Oh, there we go. Oh, crikey. Jeez, let's have a look at this. That is a decent 6-point set of Rusa antlers. No doubt about that, boys. We're packing. Let's go.
Hey Willie, Jesus.
Right, Willie, we got that. We're coming hard and fast. He looks bloody magnificent.
Roger that. I'll keep an eye out and let you know if I see him.
I mean, do you think he's going to hang around? I mean, you better get a gun set, and if you think he's going to walk off, you better take the shot, because that stag looks far too good to let go. Over.
Don't tell me that. No, Roger. He's out of view, but they're rutting pretty well, following a hind round. So, with any luck, he should still just be in that bush around that little clearing. How far away are you?
It's going to take us a good 40 minutes to get there, so you're just going to have to make a judgment call. We'll get going anyway. We're on our way.
10-4. So you heard it. The boys are on their way. I'm just going to keep my eyes peeled in case he pops back out.
Okay, so let's get on our way. We're probably going to lose Willie on the radio as we get that back down in the bottom of the creek for a bit. So we're going to be... Hopefully we just won't hear a big boom going up the valley that he got sick of waiting for us. All right, let's get going, and we'll pick him up as we get back up the hill. Oh, still says he's in the area. Let's go, boys.
So I've seen our stag again, just for a brief moment. Looks pretty good, yeah. 6 strong points. and I'm still waiting for the boys to get here. I left probably half an hour ago, so should only be another 10 minutes. Hopefully we lay eyes on this boy again.
Right, that's it. Stripped down, ready for the climb, about a quarter of an hour or so, and we should be up with Willie. So we'll just give him one last call and see if he's got an update. Copy Willie, copy Willie. We're just about to climb the hill now. What's happening? Haven't heard anything.
Get here quick. They've sat down right in the middle of this little clearing. There must be a hind sitting there and he's just sitting next to it. So get here quick before he shifts off again.
Roger, climbing flat out. Let's go, boys. Go, boys. Hi, boys. Jeez.
How's it going? Did you guys stop for a brew on the way or something?
Yeah, right.
He's just sitting down next to a hind. Let's not muck around. What do you want me to do?
We've had so many Rusa stags walk off on us over the years. You're not the only one who's worried.
So see the bit of green there? Little tiny, about 5 metres long.
I can see, I'll have to come up, I'll come forward a little bit with the gun.
So where is it, Willie?
From the two pungas, come down probably 30 metres downhill on a 45 to your right. Little green clearing, you'll just see, you can see two deer sitting there.
Oh, yeah.
Is there two there?
Yeah, so there's a stag. If you put your spotter on it, there's a stag, and he's sitting right next to a hind. Just quartering away. How are you looking, Dad?
I'll crank a bit of magnification in.
What's that window?
Right to left, I'd say, be full 10 mile an hour out in the middle. What it's doing, yeah, it's definitely going to be a bit of wind. I'll be happy to have the big gun.
No pressure. I hope he stays there.
543 to the bushes behind, so I'd say very close to 540. So 550 is 8.8, I'd say 0.5. 0.5. 8.5 in line out. In windage, if it's a full 10 mile an hour, I'm going to get about a foot. So we'll just see which way he's facing. Okay, I'm ready. You guys all on?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yep, I'm good.
Right, bolt's going down. Okay, I'm going to try and sneak it just down the left-hand side of
He's
that
just got
break.
up, he's got up.
Oh, jeepers.
Just stood up. Follow him.
I'm on him. Oh no, he hasn't stopped.
I knew it. Jesus.
Oh, he's gone.
He's just followed the hind to the right. Typical.
What?
I don't believe it. Murphy's Law.
Hopefully, if he's got that hind on, he should come back out again. Hopefully. Well, look, that's the sunny spot. There's no way those deer are going to leave that face today. It's now just going to be a matter of luck, whether or not they pop back out and we can see them. But that little ridge he was sitting on, that's got to be a prime bedding spot for the afternoon. All right, Billy's boiled. Let's get these hot lunch down us, boys. Those of us who have been running backwards and forwards all morning deserve it.
After a good frost, when the sun hits, do the Rusa usually stay up all day long, or?
What happens, unfortunately, is if the sun gets into that face and heats the whole face and behind the bush, then they don't necessarily have the same need to come out actually and sit in the sun.
This one's still rutting pretty well. How long does the rut go for? I thought it would be at the tail by now.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's getting later in the rut, but the thing about these tropical deer species like the Rusa, they come from countries where there's no really distinctive 4 seasonal changes. And because they've got these very mixed sort of basic sort of wet season and a basic sort of dry season, and they're very similar temperatures, the hinds cycle over a much longer period, so they don't have a concise rut. So really, you can strike rutting Rusa from any time from May, June, July, and even into September sometimes. August, sorry. Skipped a month.
Whilst having lunch and waiting out our Rusa stag, it wasn't long before Dad had us on action stations.
He's out, he's out. He's just come back up on the ridge from the back side.
Still there.
Exactly, you wouldn't believe it, he stopped. Hurry Dad, he stopped just in the gap. Broadside on.
Oh, is everybody ready?
Yep, better
Closing the bolt.
don't muck around Dad.
Okay, he's got plenty of margins. Neck out to the left. I'm just going to go for the crease. So I've got that margin on the left. Everybody ready now?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm squeezing off now.
Just poleaxed him.
Drilled it.
Rolled him over. His just feet are dangling up in the air. That smoked him.
Just got the gun back in time just to see him going over. You'll see his feet in the air. Ha! I did it!
That just absolutely.
Rusa stag on
robbed
the
him.
deck.
Yeah, baby.
Who was the pessimist who said he wouldn't come back out? Won't be till tomorrow.
That absolutely smoked him. I can still see his feet
Well
up and in the air.
Alrighty.
It seems a bit surreal. I can't believe it. Since I first spotted him this morning, he's still here. It just shows a cycling hind.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be, what is it, 4 hours or something since you first saw him this morning till we finally put him on the deck?
Unbelievable. Let's see if we can go get him before it gets dark.
Well, normally when you're about to go do a recovery, you say that's the easy work done, but now we're going to do the hard work. But actually on Rusa, going to recover a Rusa stag is the easy bit. If you've shot a good Rusa stag, you've done months and months, if not years and years of hard work to get to the point where you're going to recover one. So we won't call this hard work, this is a labour of love.
A labour of love.
And we've dropped our gear, surplus gear, in the creek down the bottom here, and now we're climbing up towards where the stag is, and this is just classic Mahoe gut, north-facing Mahoe gut, which is Rusa country all over. Just a bit of time to sidle now. Again, here we are in a nice little stand of Mahoe. And there's again the classic skeletonized Mahoe leaf. Prime Rusa feed.
We're pretty close to where the stag was shot. We're just starting to see a few fresh rubbings probably today. I think where the stag's pretty close.
Look at that, that's definitely a fresh break, isn't it? He's been thrashing this with his antlers. Ellie,
I don't think we're far away at all now.
stag territory.
By a leg just up the hill.
What's that? Oh yeah, baby. What's that, eh? One dead Rusa stag. Grab those hindquarters and pull them over. Just pull them back a little bit, Willie, and then stand them up. Roll them over and stand them up. Just make sure it doesn't fall over towards you again. And there we have it, an absolutely typical 6-point Rusa stag. That is the classic Rusa antler configuration. But this boy, when we got up to him, turned out to have a very small body, so he's got a little bit of what's called ground shrinkage. So you could get it a little bit sometimes when you get a very small bodied stag, it makes the antlers look a bit bigger than they were. He's still a nice animal, nice representative, probably around 25, 26 inches long. We thought he might have gone 28, but we were being a bit over-optimistic. Still a lovely animal. We'll get the cape off him because he's actually in pretty good nick. Quite often they've got some big ball patches on them from the sort of stuff they're pushing through. But he's looking a lot better than a lot others I've seen.
We've been trying to get a nice representative Rusa stag on the deck for probably 5 years now, and I'm not saying we've seen a lot of stags because you never see many Rusa stags, but this is the first one we've decided to shoot, so pretty happy to get him. So we'll get the cape off and get the meat out of him and get back down to camp before it gets dark with any luck.
Rusa come from tropical environments, so they have no under here, so it just got the coarse fur on top and straight through to the skin, and so they feel the cold big time.
It is. Damn, this vegetables see how thick the skin is on them.
That's a wrap. Meat and head skins. Back to camp.
It was a little bit of a bittersweet feeling, having finally secured a Rusa trophy after 5 years of trying, although it wasn't quite the monster we were after. One thing's for sure though, we will be back. A massive thanks to our major partner Continuous Group, our retail partner Hunting and Fishing New Zealand, and the rest of the sponsor family who allow us to produce quality outdoor television. Thanks for watching.